Have you ever had that nagging feeling in your gut? That little voice whispering that something is wrong, but you just push it down? I did. I ignored it for months, maybe even a year. I told myself I was being paranoid, that I was just insecure. But the truth has a funny way of coming out, and when it didn't just knock me over. It completely shattered the world I thought I knew. My name is Mark, and I was married to Sarah for 8 years. We had what I thought was a picture-perfect life. A nice house in the suburbs, 2 amazing kids, a golden retriever, the whole 9 yards. From the outside, we were the couple everyone envied. We held hands, we laughed at each other's jokes, we had our weekly date nights. But underneath that perfect surface, tiny cracks were starting to form, so small at first that I could easily paint over them with denial. It all started subtly. Sarah started working late more often. She was a graphic designer at a growing tech firm, so at first I didn't think much of it. "Big project," she'd say, coming home exhausted, barely having the energy to kiss the kids goodnight. I'd have dinner waiting for her, and she'd pick at it, her mind clearly somewhere else. I tried to be the supportive husband. I took on more of the household chores, handled the kids' bedtime routine, and told her I was proud of her hard work. But the late nights became more frequent, stretching into weekends. "Just a final push," she'd text. Then came the phone. Her phone, which used to lie around the house, was suddenly glued to her hand. It was always face down on the table, and it had a new passcode I didn't know. Once, I picked it up to move it, and she snapped at me. "Don't touch my phone!" The venom in her voice was startling. She immediately apologized, saying she was stressed from work, but the incident stuck with me. A new password? Why? We had always been open with each other. I tried to bring it up gently one evening. "Hey, noticed you changed your passcode. Is everything okay?" She just waved it off. "Oh, it's a new work security protocol. We all had to do it. It's really boring, nothing to worry about." And like a fool, I believed her. I wanted to believe her. The distance between us grew. It wasn't just physical, it was emotional. Our conversations became purely logistical. Who was picking up the kids, what bills needed to be paid. The intimacy we shared, the late-night talks and the easy laughter, all faded into a polite, distant routine. She started going out with the girls from work on Friday nights, something she'd never done before. When I'd ask who she was with, the names were always vague. Just Sandra and the team. I knew a Sandra from her office, but when I ran into Sandra's husband at the grocery store and mentioned their wives' night out, he looked at me, confused. "Sandra was home with me all night," he said. "We were watching a movie." That was the first real, solid piece of evidence that I couldn't ignore. My heart pounded in my chest right there in the cereal aisle. The lie was so blatant, so careless. That night I confronted Sarah. I tried to stay calm. "I saw Dave today," I said, my voice shaking slightly. "He said Sandra was home last night." Sarah's face went pale. For a second I saw panic in her eyes, but it was quickly replaced by anger. "Are you spying on me now? Are you checking up on me?" she accused. She turned it around so fast I was left spinning. She claimed I misheard, that she went out with a different group, that I was being controlling and insecure. She made me feel like I was the one with the problem. And because I loved her, because I was desperate to keep my family together, I backed down. I apologized. I actually apologized for questioning her. For the next few months, I lived in a fog of anxiety. I was walking on eggshells, terrified of saying the wrong thing, of pushing her further away. I saw all the signs: the new lingerie she bought but never wore for me, the mysterious credit card charges for fancy dinners I wasn't invited to, the way she'd jump whenever a notification pinged on her phone. I saw it all, and I chose to see nothing. The thought of my life without her, of my kids growing up in a broken home, was too painful to even consider. So, I buried my head in the sand. The final blow came on our anniversary. I had planned a surprise weekend getaway, a chance for us to reconnect. I booked a beautiful cabin by a lake, the kind of place she always loved. I took the day off work to pack and get everything ready. I went into our shared closet to find her favorite weekend bag and noticed a small, unfamiliar gift box tucked away in the back. My curiosity got the better of me. I opened it. Inside was a silver bracelet beautifully engraved. But the engraving wasn't for her. It read, "To my one and only, forever yours, Alex." Alex. The name hit me like a physical blow. Alex was her boss, the one she always mentioned, the one leading the big projects. I felt the air leave my lungs. All the pieces clicked into place with a horrifying, deafening clang. The late nights, the secretive phone calls, the lies. It wasn't paranoia. It was real. I sat on the floor of our closet, holding that bracelet, and the world I had so desperately tried to hold together crumbled into dust around me. The signs had been there all along, flashing like giant neon billboards, and I had deliberately shut my eyes. When she came home that evening, I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I was strangely calm. I was just sitting on the sofa in the dark, holding the little box. She saw it in my hand and her cheerful, "I'm home," died on her lips. She didn't need to ask. She knew. The silence in that room was heavier than anything I had ever experienced. There were no more lies she could tell, no more accusations she could throw at me to deflect. There was only the cold, hard, heartbreaking truth, engraved on a silver bracelet. Ignoring the signs didn't protect me. It didn't save my marriage or my family. It only prolonged the pain and made the eventual discovery that much more devastating. It made me question not just her, but myself. Why hadn't I trusted my own gut? Why did I let her make me feel crazy? The journey since that day has been incredibly difficult, filled with pain, anger, and a lot of therapy. But it has also been a journey of rediscovery, of learning to trust myself again. If you're out there and you feel that something is wrong, please don't make the same mistake I did. Don't ignore that voice inside you. Your intuition is often your greatest protector. Facing a difficult truth is terrifying, but living a lie is a slow poison that will eventually destroy everything you hold dear. Thank you so much for listening to my story. It's not an easy one to tell, but if it can help even one person to trust their instincts, then it's worth it. If you've been through something similar or just want to share your thoughts, please leave a comment below. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories. Take care of yourselves.